So have it right, up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Big up to every single one of you live and locked in. Up, everyone's doing well in live. First and foremost, I want you all to smash to piece that like button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button while you're at it. We've got notification bell, ding dong, have it right, all that, so you know when we go live. We've got the Minerals FC Ultras membership down below in the description, and we have Minerals FC on Rumble. So please follow me on Rumble. That's getting serious, and we need to push that forward because old YouTube seem to be putting their hands in the minerals jar, bruv, for subscribers and views and not giving me feeds on my channel. Eunice has been a witness, by the way, of seeing, looks like you're in a coma and cardiac arrest, bruv. And it's dead black.
Coma? Mate, you're dead. It's not coma. It's dead.
It's capitulation at its finest. Rumble's not a long way from Rumble. Let's have it right. We're not a long way from Starbucks, Levet Super Grandma. Let's have it right. Salute to our Chelsea old boys. We see things they'll never see. No surrender mentality. And big up to Eunice, my geezer. Eunice Talks Minerals. You know the deal. Link to all of his channels are down below in the description and in the title, which is Progress, spelt with a capital PR for PR Progress. Let's have it right. Is it progress? Or is it just PR giving you progress, serving you up progress? That's what we're going to discuss today, as also about Manchester United 1, Chelsea 1, the aftermath. So big up to Eunice. How are we doing first and foremost? Are you well, my geezer?
I'm well. I hope you are as well. And listen, stocks on Rumble, I think are going to fly after tonight. Obviously, it's election in the States, and we'll see what's going to happen from tomorrow onwards. I think we know. If things are clean, I think we know what's going to happen. So,
did you hear Elon Musk? He was saying that they're going to shut down if Kamala gets it, the wrong side, the dark side,
the Diddy side. Oh, sorry, not meant to say that.
Baby Oil FC. We can say anything on here anyway. We're cancelled, so it doesn't really matter, bruv. You know, on election night. But let's have it right. Epstein FC merchants, if they go ahead, then you know what the deal is. They want to cancel Twitter and freedom of speech. So Rumble actually is going to be the place to be. So
not for sure, for sure. This is why, we'll see. Stocks on Rumble will rise. The streams and whatnot, I'm sure you'll be doing over there. So make sure you're following on there. It's not hard to create an account. It's pretty quick, probably easier than here. So, apart from all that, I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to go down. And aside from all that, I'm good. I'm not good in relation to the United game. And to be fair, I'm actually quite pleased at the reaction from a lot of people overall. Fans that went to the game, fans that online. Also, everyone was just like, they did not want to not win, basically. So it's nice to see that people are upholding at least a level. Because we've been through hell the last 2 years where too much was being accepted. And this fixture, everyone wanted. Everyone I spoke to, even out here, they was like, "No, we got to beat them." I'm like, "That's the spirit. Yeah, this is more like Chelsea." But we didn't get it over the line, and we'll discuss why, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, let's start it off. We haven't won there in 11 years. It's now 12 years we haven't won.
It's now 12.
That shouldn't matter with a stripped out DNA, Chelsea DNA, new ownership, a whole new team. A whole new culture, mentality. So in essence, the heritage don't mean nothing anyway, like it don't mean nothing to the ownership. So we should be going into that game, the better side, in form, higher in the table. They're sitting 14th. Why can't we beat them at Old Trafford? Yeah. You know, and what winds me up, Eunice, is people are coming out going, "Oh, we lowered to their level." I don't think we did. I actually don't think we lowered to their level. I think that is our level. And I think United's experience and their game plan just done us because they nullified Cole Palmer. End of. We haven't got anything else apart from Cole Palmer.
This is the problem. There's no one else that can step up. You know, we saw Neto kind of, but I mean, a genuine impact like from Cole Palmer. And I want to say like that there were you could argue a couple of options that maybe Maresca could have turned to on the bench, Felix specifically, which he's already alluded to in the press conference that he wants to get him and Palmer playing together. And that was a little bit of a like, oh, okay, fair enough. If that's a plan.
They're listening to supporters on social media, Younes.
Yeah, I mean, we need more creativity in this team. There isn't enough. There's Cole Palmer and that's it. And when we look at the midfield, and for the balance that it does bring, and for the good things that we've seen from like Caicedo or defensively from Lavia, right? It's still not enough. It's not complete. But going forward, there has to be more, and they can't offer more. There just isn't enough creativity, and there's no one else to offer that. So you're just relying only on Cole Palmer. If it's not Cole Palmer, everything else is robotic. It's like AJ going into a ring. It's just robotic. So you're going to get stopped. We can't sustain that. You just can't. You can't go on that way, expecting to score 3-4 goals each game as well and making defensive mistakes. It's the same old script.
Yeah. I'd say we're more like Dolph Lundgren from Wish or something like that.
No.
To be honest with you, but
Dolph Lundgren killed people at least. You know, we're not killing anyone.
We ain't got no killers, bro. No killers. We got Thriller Night. You know what I'm saying? We've got that, and then we go to Firing Blanks and OnlyFans FC. But listen, Manchester. Can I ask you this? Right? You said, "Oh, we're not really finished, right? We're not finished article. We still need a lot of pieces. We spent 1.5 billion.
I know.
So it's like can I just run through something? In the summer, they wanted to sell Cucurella, Trev Baresi, Gallagher, Mudueke to Newcastle. Yeah. I mean, Angelo's gone to where's he gone? Strasbourg? They couldn't sell him to Strasbourg? Did he go somewhere else? This Brazilian kid that everyone was raving about.
Gabriel, he did. Yeah, Strasbourg.
Yeah, all right. We shipped off Santos as well.
Santos, Strasbourg.
Pasaday's come back from Leicester on loan mid-season where he was with Enzo Maresca. Now he's got him again and he's on the bench, but he wasn't good enough to keep him for a full season loan. Make sense of that. Tells you everything you know. All these players, right? And we've bought another, I don't know, we've got 9 goalkeepers on the roster at the minute. Penders, we know who it is. We got Petrovic, who kept Sanchez out of the team last season, who's gone on loan to Strasbourg. So when you look at that and you go, hold on a minute, they're saying they're backing these guys. They're backing Mudueke, they're backing Cucurella, but you want to sell him in the summer, right? Yeah.
So this is a thing. When we're talking. Yeah, when we're talking recruit, we mentioned this earlier. I was having a conversation with some of the others, and it was brought up. We signed 11 players in the summer. Only 2 have been trusted out of the 11. There's 4 that's gone out on loan, including, like you mentioned, right? And the rest, like Dewsbury Hall, not playing. Felix on the bench. You know, there's Sancho, who's managed to get a run in, right? And there's Pedro Neto, who's now only just really starting to come into the team, and he's been trusted. Everyone else we brought in, they're not playing. And we brought in 11 guys. And only 2 are being used.
Sancho technically wasn't right for him to play last 2 games, and now all of a sudden he's ill like Chilwell with the new Mpox that's flying about. Yeah.
Oh, is there?
Well, no, he hasn't got Mpox. I'm just taking a piss. He's just.
Oh, okay. No, I was about to say if they're trying to pull off another flipping stupidness.
Don't worry. Yeah. Needles are out. They're injecting everyone with the fucking toxic positivity. That's what they're doing. He's relentless.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Yeah. That's why our fan base has gone doolally, mate. They're all over the gaff. I have to ask, right? Yeah. Enzo Fernandez. There's so many things I want to go through, but let's just get straight into Enzo Fernandez. Yeah. All right. No, he's racist. He's been made captain, given Lampard's number 8 shirt. vice captain. He now can't get in the team. He's on the bench because, well, Enzo Maresca's growing some bollocks and he's trying to show that he's not a yes man. However, all right, I think he's just trying to keep the squad happy so that they keep the stocks up for all these players. But Enzo Fernandez, is now divorcing his missus, wants to play the field. He wants a bit of, well, what Jackson's going through. If he wants the OnlyFans scene, he wants to, dip his rod, elsewhere. Now, is there now not only a realization from all the Enzo sexuals and stands that he's just not Chelsea level, that he can't play in the Premier League, and that he's more of a La Liga, Serie A profile player, which I think he's more suited to. Hence, international football slower. He performs at a good level. Portuguese league, Benfica did all right for 6 months, and we spent 105 million on him. Make sense of it. But is there? You love it when we land the facts, and it just makes you laugh, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Is it the fact that Enzo Fernandez now, that the ownership have gone, we can't protect this guy anymore. The PR is not good enough. We can't do it. Enzo Maresca's not playing him because we've got something good and we need to keep the results. And the data says that Casado and Lavia are better performers in the midfield because it gives us balance and all this shit. All right. But there's no creativity. Now, is it now that they're feeding an indirect agenda on Enzo Fernandez because they do want to sell him, because they do want to cash in on him, right? And I know it makes sense because Enzo Fernandez last season changed his agent, asked his agent to get him out of Chelsea because he's not getting paid as much as Reece James. Now, not a lot of people know that, but I do. And I've got worth when I speak on things like this. It makes sense to me that maybe Enzo, they're actually wanting it to get rid of him because he wants out anyway.
I mean, look, he's not helped himself. I mean, if there was any PR trying to protect him and whatnot, well, he's screwed himself because he's brought on so many issues off his own back, right? That no one can protect him at this point. I mean, if that is the case, even Chelsea will definitely have gone like, yeah, but there's nothing else that we can do to protect this guy's image. He's basically crapped all over it himself. As you said, there was the scandal with the racism thing. There was always little stories and whatnot going on, whether he's immature or he's a little bit crazy and whatnot. Now we've seen this whole thing with his missus. If he wants to play the field, I mean, that's his business. But at the end of the day, it just shows you about the person, especially with kids, man. I mean, I don't want to get into that too much because, like I said, he's his own man. He can decide for himself. But where's your head at? You know what I mean? Yeah. And I get he's still young, but this is why. Whether he's been misguided or he's not been, told correctly growing up or whatnot. But this is why you don't commit too early if you're not ready. You do what you got to do. This is why, look, with Nico Jackson, he wants to go and talk like OnlyFans girls. It's your business. I wouldn't go near, but you do you. Do you know what I mean?
He's setting a trend. Isn't it? The trend. Yeah. Well, they're all at it. Liverpool players.
But no, I mean, even Chilwell at one point. But anyway, I don't
That's
get bored
the
of
bird. That bird, I know, is the one that says, "I'm gonna want to break the record, Guinness Book of Records of
1,000 geezers." Yeah.
She says, "I got bitten." No, love. You didn't get bitten, mate. I'd get that checked out, sweetheart. I really would. You know what I'm saying? Who are you? Honestly,
it's rotten. That's a society we're in now, man. This is getting publicized. Yeah. So I'm not shocked that there's some ballers that fall victim. Well, I would say fall victim to it. They're just not smart enough to see what they're putting themselves into. But it shows the level of maturity. It shows where their head's at, and overall, that needs to be assessed too. Enzo right now can't be protected, and what makes matters worse, if you've got your own business happening off the pitch, that's your own business. But if you're not performing on the pitch to at least give fans something to look at and go, oh, well, at least he delivers when he's playing for us. We got to keep him. He's not even doing that, And truth of the matter is this. Whether there's a way to use Enzo that we've not figured out, God knows. But one thing's for sure, when Lavia is in this team alongside Caicedo's better protected. And I think we do, or we should anyway, we'll see with more games because Lavia's not played too much. We should concede less. Enzo's a liability. We get caught on a transition, no one's stopping anyone.
Yeah.
Simple as that. It's a red carpet. Whether we can find a way to be able to maybe push Enzo a bit forward, I don't know. But it's a big loss of investment in terms of the owners. It's a lot of money. But this goes back to recruitment. We just spoke about some of the dumb things in the recruitment. It goes back to that. With Enzo, I honestly believe this, right? I don't think we planned properly for his signing. He was completely misprofiled. And obviously, you go for a signing like that, it's big money. We're all excited. Oh my God. I mean, the Fabrizio Romano bomba and all of that happened. It was nuts. It was cinema. It was pure cinema, right? But now we look back in hindsight, it was a complete misprofile. He doesn't fit anywhere in this team.
Did you know that when we sold Jorginho, they bought Enzo thinking that Enzo's a sitter number 6. They bought Enzo to replace Jorginho. Did you know that?
Well, there we are. No. So, I knew, but I'm saying
that backs your point. They're misprofiling. Yeah.
It's a misprofile. And and even the excuse of last season, he can't play on the Poch. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Poch, right? He needs a manager that's going to be able to want him more on the ball.
Yeah.
Well, bloody hell, we've got one, that's for sure.
And he don't.
It's still not working. And he don't want.
You know what's funny?
He dropped him.
Yeah. Well, he's rotting on the bench, the fella, with all his tattoos. He looks like a work of art on the bench, doesn't he? Look, when you talk about Lavia to Caicedo's like Caicedo's he's wearing a condom. Do you know what I'm saying? But when you have Enzo, it's just all out in the open. Trust the cum shot. You don't know. He doesn't know where he's coming or going.
You got to be careful. Yeah? Pregnancy on the way.
Pregnancy. I don't know, bruv. But listen, it's spraying everywhere. All I'm going to say is this, right? Isn't it interesting that the whole agenda was with Pochettino last year, like you said, with Enzo in the midfield, and ever since Enzo had his hernia, we needed a little hernia operation, right?
Yep.
That was the excuse. Yep. We had Gallagher and Caicedo, and we looked balanced, and we went on a run, and we salvaged, and by 1 error on a nutsack, we got 6th place, right? I mean, how? I don't know. So credit to Pochettino, but he was forced to play Enzo Fernandez. That was their player, all right? Like they backed him for racism by giving the captain's armband. Now look at our midfield and what this manager's doing with less experience to Pochettino. He's playing Lavia and Caicedo, and that tells you everything you need to know. Yeah. It's a basic carbon copy in a nutshell. It's a carbon copy.
Exactly.
2 workhorses, 2 defensive-minded players to sit there, destroy, and allow your attacking players to do their job, bro. When we're playing with Enzo, it's facts, bruv. It's Reality Kings FC. It's Brad's FC, Pornhub FC. But when we play with Lavia and Caicedo, I mean, I wouldn't even say that we're conceding every game, bruv. Do you know what I mean? But it's better. It's a little bit more stable.
It's a bit more secure. Yeah. It's a bit more. It does allow Caicedo to push a little bit more forward, knowing, like you said, he's protected, right? Yeah. In a double pivot, I mentioned this earlier, in the double pivot, it's important, I think, that both midfielders get involved. Offensively and defensively, you have to. Now, if Lavia's just sitting there as a DM, well, fair enough. He's just sitting there as a DM. I don't expect him to attack. But you need 2 midfielders in front of you to do that. We don't do that. So that's something to consider. But Lavia definitely offers better protection. With Enzo, at least, we had the expectation with Enzo. This is the thing. This is why it's better to play Lavia. Because with Enzo, we had the expectation that at least he would offer balls into spaces, picking out passes onto runners, through balls, all this sort of stuff. And he's just not delivered. He's just not delivered it. So the one thing that we thought we were actually getting, we were talking about comparisons with Fabregas and whatnot at one point. That should never happen again. This is why even in that regard, he doesn't offer what we expected. So there's just no point playing him. There's no point.
Right. So this brings me to the United game. Now, when I watched this game, I saw Ugarte, Casemiro, Fernandez, Looney Tune Fernandez in midfield. They gave the ball away so cheaply. In fact, both sides did really. It shows you where we are. But I've never seen a Man United side give the ball away as many times they did. At one point, they were playing in volleyball, bruv. You know, Cole Palmer to just get it to his feet and just play it out and settle everything down because everyone was jumping up and down like Teletubbies, bruv. Now, if that was a Liverpool Man City, that game is ending 4-0s, 5-1s. You know,
to both teams.
You know,
to both.
Yeah. With us, we're behind in the team. People say that Chelsea dropped 2 points. That we we lost. We gave away 3 points essentially, but United dropped 2 points because they were ahead of us, bro. They were winning the game. So this is where we are. We have to rely on Cole Palmer. We still haven't heard about this scan, which is very worrying, bruv. You know, the scan is nothing's come out. It could be a bad injury. Maybe that's why they're holding off the PR, because once everyone knows that Cole Palmer's out for a certain period of time, it's going to be worrying, bruv. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be cold sweats every game because without him, we just don't have anything. And another game, bruv, and it's not his fault, right? Because we shouldn't be relying on him, but it's another big game he hasn't delivered anything. And I'm not going to solely blame him. I am going to look to his teammates, but that just shows you they're not on his level, so we've got no chance. You know what I'm saying? Man United lost to the Hammers and lost to Spurs at Old Trafford as well. They lost to Spurs at Old Trafford. They lost to the Hammers, who we battered, all right? Battered like fish and chips. They're losing games. They had no divine right to get a draw out of us. They didn't even play very well, but they had over 2.07 XG to our 1.4 or 5, whatever it was.
1.8, I think.
1.8, 1.7, whatever it is still lower than United. That shouldn't even be the case. Yeah. This is where I want to answer the question is, because we know how the game is. We've spoken about it in our reviews. This is the question I want to ask. Why does Enzo Maresca need to find solutions after 10 games already?
It's a good question.
It's a very good question.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the answer, and I know you do, so I'll let you land.
Yeah. I don't blame him either. He's trying, and it's not been a disaster. I'm actually surprised at how much he's actually steadied it. I thought it'd be worse. I honestly thought it'd be worse. But yeah, after all that money spent, after now 10 games in, we've got this whole A team, B team craziness is happening. And everything that every time he explains a method to the madness, it actually adds up, and it makes you go, okay, no, yeah, I see. But that doesn't make it okay. We shouldn't be in this situation. Do you know what I mean? And now we're talking about the levels in this team and the players that we've got. It's still not good enough. It's still not good enough. And the added pressure, like, you've demanded it. I've demanded it. There's a few that have demanded it. I think everyone in the chat wants it. Top 4 is a non-negotiable this season. It's a non-negotiable. 5th is a failure.
Yeah.
End of.
Yeah.
So the fact that we're at this point and we're identifying that there's a lot of players that are just not cutting the level that's required, and the ones that do have a level, there's a few. And Cole Palmer, of course. Yeah, that's a concern after spending 1.5 billion. What are we going to do? And this is why I stress, and I'm going in on us the way that we are defensively, because how do you spend that much money and still have a back line where none of them, bar Reece James, who's coming back from injury, is world class, and a goalkeeper who's not world class either? How has that happened? and now we're leaking, and we can't replace them because we've only got what we've got.
See,
insane.
This is the thing. Tuchel came to Chelsea mid-season and instantly had to problem solve. He identified a style of play, a formation, brought the experience back into the team. All right, and we went and won the Champions League in less than 4 months. Right. No one's going to be more elite at problem solving than Thomas Tuchel, as far as I'm concerned. Now we've got a weaker, less qualified, less experienced, low level, really, because the PR is overhyping mediocrity with all these copy and paste merchants, brown envelope, wrong and yeah. You're asking a championship manager with no proven Premier League manager experience to come in our third year of this process to problem solve after 10 games. Listen to what we're saying. I mean, like, are people absolutely blind as a bat? And they're going, we're in progress. We were champions of Europe, Club World Cup champions. We were top 4 comfortably as a club. And now, 3 years now into this new ownership, we are saying to get top 4 is progress. After spending more money than any club in Europe. And still, the team is not at the level it should be, and we don't have a spine.
Yeah.
That, to me, is outright brown envelope matrix narratives that have polluted everyone. I mean, everyone. It's been done like a kipper. All right?
Yeah.
And here we are now, sitting here going, all right, Enzo's got to find a solution. I'll bring in Felix. Why is he not playing Sancho? Why is he not? You know what I'm saying? He's back. Listen to this. The PR is Sanchez has got the potential to be a world class. Got all the ingredients. I'm surprised I didn't say all the fucking minerals. Yeah, that'd be too obvious, wouldn't it? He's got all the ingredients. Yeah, like we're cooking salmonella. All right, but this goalkeeper is going to be world class, right? Knowing that he's the Seagull Merchants' third choice goalkeeper that we paid 25 million for on a 7-year deal. All right, and this guy's number 1. But yet he'll come at who's the other player he's come at? He's come at fucking hell. Who's he not? But who is he coming at with? Reece James about captaincy.
Reece James. Leadership.
He's coming at Reece James, who's proven at Chelsea, a winner at Chelsea, our captain, and he wants to dig him out. All right, but he don't want to dig out the goalkeeper. He doesn't want to dig out Badashile and Disasi, who now everyone, Tupic Jacobs and Fabrizio Romano are putting out that Disasi, they've got no intention of selling Disasi, they've got no intention of selling Badashile. All right, the two Monaco twins that almost got Monaco relegated, fought a relegation battle. But you're gonna go at Reece James. I mean, and then you're gonna promote that you're looking at Nottingham Forest's centre back because they're sitting above us in third. All right, over Trev Chalobah, who you exiled, and Trev Chalobah is at Crystal Palace winning games, being a very good performer, scoring a goal, whatever. All right. And they're saying they're going to force Trev to go to Nottingham Forest so they can buy Nottingham Forest's fucking central defender when Trev is better than every one of our defenders we've got currently now. This is how bad the recruitment is. And the PR is like, honestly, no wonder my channel's been obliterated, bruv, because there's no one else. I wish, Younes, I honestly say this, I wish the Brown Emirates would take a fucking polygraph so they could tell the truth, bruv, so we can find out the truth. Yeah?
No, of course. Of course.
A joke.
And I've got a little theory which I think is pretty clear. I think it's pretty obvious. I said theory and Siri decided to turn on. Bloody hell. With Sanchez, Disasi, Badiashile, they're getting protected.
What do you mean?
Or as in...
What? Live chat has been hacked. What do you mean? Check chat.
What's going on? Hang on.
What the fuck's going on, bro? What do you mean it's been hacked? What's going on? What's going on, bruv? What do you mean the chat's been hacked?
What are you on?
What's going on,
Yeah, because everyone getting timed out. Oh. Someone's timing everyone out. Go into your can you go into your settings, Johnny?
What on YouTube or what? Like
yeah, on YouTube. For your stream settings, like your moderators and all of that. Go into your mods and see who's there. If there's anyone you don't recognize, kick them out. Someone said it's bowling. It looks fine. I'm not seeing anyone getting timed out at the moment.
Fuck knows, bro.
Oh, account
name Minerals FC is timing everyone out.
Yeah.
All right. I've seen one now, but it's not. It doesn't just say Minerals FC. Was timed out. God of Frogs has been timed out, bruv. What the fuck, bruv? Wait, this is a joke. Honestly, it's a wind up. It's got to be a wind up.
Have you gone into settings?
Yeah, I've gone in. I've taken off that Minerals FC. What you think is it was someone else had a longer thing with Minerals FC. But there's nothing else there though. Is it still?
If there's nothing else there, then cool. If you've gotten rid of it, you've gotten rid of it.
Timed out. What is going on, bro?
Hell. Is there anyone else on that list?
There's no one else called Minerals FC on here.
Is there anyone else though that you don't recognize? If there is, kick them out. And if it's someone that you know, you'll bring them back later. Don't worry. Have a butchers and see if there's anyone there you're not sure of. If you're not sure, get rid.
Is it still happening?
Yeah. I can see comments disappearing one by one. It's not as frequent.
My fucking channel, bruv.
Fucking hell.
What the fuck, man? People think I'm like, this is all in my head, yeah? They think, oh, nah, shadow banned, nah. Joe Rogan got shadow banned.
Yeah, I know.
All right, I'm deleting ones that I don't know. All right?
Yeah, get rid.
Bruv, they're timing them out for 86k, bruv. And they're doing all my fucking ultras, bruv.
Bloody hell. This is wild.
Whoever it is, yeah, you're the biggest melt going. Do you understand me, yeah? You little faceless little bot. You understand me? Yeah? Where is this guy, bruv? Trying to fucking ruin my stream with Younes, bruv. He's dedicated his time, bruv, and you're mucking around like this. Is it still happening, guys?
Hang on, I want to go on the phone and see, because I think on the phone you get to see things a little bit more detailed. Hang on.
Bruv, I've got no option but to go Rumble. This is a joke. It's an absolute disgrace.
It's not happening anymore. I think it's all right. If you've gotten rid of a few just then, you might have done it.
Bruv, I've just deleted quite a few, but they were still going on when I was doing that. Is it definitely stopped now?
Yeah, I think it has, but you got to be careful now because if they've got, did they have moderator access? If they have moderator access and you've kicked them out, then you're good.
Only a mod can do that. Only a mod.
Only a mod can. But did you make them a mod or not? That's the thing. After this stream,
I don't remember seeing that as a mod, bruv.
After this stream, change your password. Go in and change your password.
Is this a joke, bruv? Are you winding me up? I've got to go and change passwords and shit now.
Change your password, yeah, just to be safe. It does look clear now, yeah. I think you've done it.
Fucking joke, bruv. It's a joke, man.
But there is a chance someone might have just it's either someone you've added before and you don't know who it is, or someone's managed to get in. If they've got in, then change your password, because that'll do the trick.
Listen, everyone in here, all my ultras that have been timed out, yeah, I know you still watch, yeah. I don't know how long. How long's 86k, bruv? Is that 86k minutes? Is that minutes? You're timed out?
What do you mean 86k?
Yeah, 86,000 minutes. Is that how long you're timed out for?
Can you time out for that long?
Yeah, people have been doing that, bruv. And they've gone for all my actual mods and ultras.
24 hours. Wow.
Oh, 86k seconds.
Oh, okay, fair. I was about to say.
Fucking, you melts, bruv. You melts. Let's have it right. All right, you're getting fucking put him in timeout, bruv. Yeah, there you go. See you later, son. All right, so
is that him?
Yeah, man. I just timed him out the wrong end.
Yeah, change your password.
All right. Anyway, let's just move away from this, man. It just,
after this, first thing, go in and change it. It's you can do that quickly.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna do it. But listen, follow me on Rumble. I'm done with all this nonsense. I'm absolutely done with it. Make sure you hit me on Rumble, everyone. Right. So Younes, where were we, bruv?
Where were we? We were making a good point as well. I forgot what I was talking about.
Yeah. It was about problem solving.
Oh no, Sanchez, Disasi, but yeah, I was explaining my theory. I was explaining my theory. It's no surprise, like Reece James, for example, was told is brutally assessed, and we heard the truth, right? Sanchez protected. Badiashile protected. Disasi protected.
Yep.
Sanchez, we know, in the summer, they were trying to find a way to see who would be interested and who would buy him and at what price. No one came in. That's why he's here. We're keeping these players because we want to try and up the value of these players as much as possible, because no one's going to come in and buy them at the moment. That's the problem. And that's why they're here. And that's why they're getting protected. The ones that are good enough are the ones that we're able to sell. And the ones that we have either sold or we know there's a possibility they could go down the line. But we speak honestly on them because there's no fear. If it comes to it, we can sell them, we'll be fine. But no one's coming to buy Sanchez, hence why Petrovic went out on loan.
Yeah.
You know, Badiashile, Disasi, they're here for the long term. They're not. Let's be honest. They're not. But we ain't got a choice. No one wants them. Chalobah, there's demand. Yeah, of course, no worries. We'll see what happens there. Gallagher, there was demand. Yeah, no, sell him. No problem. Ben Chilwell, he's out of the team. We know someone will come in. It's Ben Chilwell. That's the theory that I have here. The PR is to protect these players, make them look good, create the demand, tell everyone they're not for sale. So it can create like clubs to make them think, oh no, they must really value them then. And it might get them thinking. It might get one club or two thinking, nice, so we have a go. It's business. At the end of the day, it's business.
They're trying to hold value in the players that are shit.
Basically, because we ain't got a choice. We got to up their value.
And they are auctioning them at our elite football club. And that's the moral of the story is Enzo Maresca's having a problem solved because they're not building with him. They're building for the model. And as long as the model is the gaffer, like I've always said, yeah, you have to rely on him problem solving, not being actually able to instill what he wants to instill. He wanted a top quality, world class, if you like, ball playing goalkeeper who wanted to invert into the back line. You can't do that, Sanchez. Can't do it with any goalkeeper they bought. All right. He wanted Osimhen. He wanted a central defender and he got Tozin. Right. He actually wants a physical, tall midfielder in the midfield.
Yeah.
And he hasn't got any of those things. So he's literally having to buy time. But you ain't got no time to buy, my geezer.
No, there isn't.
No one's got time to buy this season. He's top 4 or fuck off. And it's top 4 or seriously, Clown Lake out. And I will look at the Chelsea fan base, and if we don't get top 4 and you don't protest and you don't put up a fight and you still sponsor it, then fuck it. I mean, I might as well shut my channel down. I might as well just fucking, you know what I mean? What's the point? You're a joke. What standards have we got anymore at our football club? Because the standards have been buried by these ownership. And now you're overhyping like players like Mudryk. He's going to go. They're going to sell him. They're going to sell all these players, bruv, that we've been PR'd and told we're building for the future with. We're building on a 5-year plan. Enzo Maresca, let me put his comments out. He said, I'm trying to get the high line of Pochettino out of all the players' minds when he didn't even play that much of a high line, Pochettino. Right? Yeah, that was the excuse. For sure, we're going to concede a lot of goals. Another one. I don't want any power on any signings. I just want to coach. But yet he's calling for, I want this player. And I called Osimhen, twice, which Bushy Laba can vouch for him before, which I think is one of the reasons they attacked my channel as well, because we exposed the Osimhen saga. What else did he say? We're not happy. I'm not happy with the loss, but I'm very happy with the performance. So we're praising the loss. We're praising players for losing. He's recently come out and said, in Italy, we got a saying of, if you can't win, just don't lose. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what. I'll be honest, I don't know what saying that is. I've never heard that.
Never. And some people going, oh, Mourinho said that. Yeah. And who's Mourinho playing, bruv? Is he playing prime Barcelona when he said something like that? No, he never says that. I'm saying, like, we're playing the dead Man United in the water, bruv. I mean, they're
exactly
They're dead in the water, and we're what? We're trying to what? Make excuses for not pummeling them, and Spurs pummeled them. Yeah, I mean,
mate.
Like, this is how far the PR and Enzo Maresca's mentality is not Chelsea. Sometimes you think, oh, he's making decisions. Oh, he's calling out the captain. Oh, we don't have any leaders. He's telling everyone, I don't have any leaders in the team. Well, who's the fucking culprits for having no leaders in the team, Younes? The recruitment. Kerry Winstanley, Stuart Little, and Clown Lake at Barley. They're the ones that recruiting with this AI scat and Data FC. And I'd love to be a fly on the wall on the guru from MBA, who's a data merchant, all right, to tell me and trying to explain to me the data against Manchester United and the XG, right? Why it's so fucking in the mud. You know, I'd love to see that. I would love to see the glorified promotional tweets of XG Chelsea v Man United. No, you didn't want to glorify that. Yeah. You know, we've got away with results, Younes. All right, Bournemouth, that Sancho ball off the knee of Nkunku and in the net, 1-0, just about. And they played us off the park for the majority of that game. All right, that's Bournemouth. We drew to a 10-man Nottingham Forest. We drew to Crystal Palace, who hadn't won a single game. Yeah, we beat West Ham, who hadn't won a single game and are in the gutter. Yet they can beat Man United, and we can't. We've lost to City, we've lost to Liverpool, but we're praising performances. It's all progression. And then Enzo Maresca comes out and says, it's a 5-year process. Bruv, we've already been 2 years in the process. It's the 3rd year in the process. You're telling me there's another 5. That takes us into 8 years of a project. Shut up. Get in the bin. Have a day off, gaffer. All right? And I'm not even going to blame this gaffer.
No.
But my point is this. After all of these 10 games, Younes, we're only 3 points above 9th place.
This is what many people are not looking at. This game against Arsenal is huge for us and for them. Because we're above them. by goal difference, which is crazy. But a win puts us in a very good position going into the international break. And a loss could throw us right back down into the mud there with Man United. We go back to the mud. We've been out of it for a little while. We go back right into the trenches. Man United will give us the biggest welcome home because they've been there alone for a bit. This game on Sunday is actually going to mean a lot. It's a must. We say it every game now, though, don't we? And that's the annoying thing. But the thing is with this thing with Maresca as well, him saying that he's not been told about getting top 4. It's not a must requirement that's been set out or anything. Now, I'd like to think that's not the case, because in that if that's legit, right, and he's not just saying that to just maybe take some pressure off. If that's actually how it is, then we've got no direction at this football club. Simple as that. Because how can you not, after 3 years, not even demand top 4? At the bare minimum, when we should be there.
Because what did he say?
It's insane.
He said so. The owners haven't mentioned anything about top 4.
But if you remember, we were getting PR early last season, about how Igbali was so hell-bent on getting Champions League football.
Facts. He made the call and said, I need Champions League football in my life. Well, if that's the case, you fucking absolute AI Epstein FC bot, and I don't give a fuck anymore, yeah? This guy's a disgrace, bruv. He needs to be put in the gutter, yeah? Tapping up young girls and shit like that. Let's have it right, Siri Merchant. Fucking, and you clowns coming at my channel, yeah? I'll mud you 24/7. I've got you in the fucking pocket of the Minerals FC. Do you understand me? I'll mud you whenever I feel like and whenever I can, yeah? And that's all the time. The bottom line is this. You should have gutted our fucking club if you were dreaming and crave Champions League football. Yeah? You don't. But the funny thing is, at the start of the season, Younes, the PR was, the next manager's got to get top 4, blah, blah, blah. Now we're hearing, don't worry about getting top 4. It's not on the list. It's not on the list. And while there's a fucking civil war going on, you've got Meatloaf Bowley trying to buy a cricket club, all right? The civil war's still intact, still happening. The PR is shifted to Clear Lake because they got the majority share. And this is their project now. This is their rockabye baby, Chelsea in the mud. Do you understand me? Yeah. This is their project. This is all chips in. You got Kerry Stanley Street Little coming out, giving it all. It's going to work. A project that's never worked in the history of football is going to work. And we've never worked at an elite football club. We never won fuck all, but it's going to work. PR before our most important run. And we're now basically feels like a loss against Man United in the state they're in. With Ruud Van Nistelrooy in the dugout, no actual manager, fuck's sake, all right? They got injuries and this and that. And now we're going to Arsenal, who are in the gutter, in their phase 5, lost their sporting director who's gone and spunked for Lego Head 700 million, all right, and wants to get another payday somewhere else. And now Lego Head's having a nightmare at the minute where he's got to win a Premier League title. Man City are losing games. They lost Rodri, their heartbeat. They're in a bit of a pickle, all right? But they'll kick on. But they got a lot of injuries, yeah? All right? Is it a case that Chelsea are sitting 4th and Nottingham Forest are above us? Not because of our progression. This is the money shot now. It's not about progression here, the PR for progression.
Everyone else is falling off.
That everyone else has not only fallen off, but the standards of those clubs have fallen off a fucking cliff. All right.
Yeah. No, honestly, I'm being real and truthful here. I think the level of the Premier League has dropped. That's just the truth. And I don't necessarily mean that. That means La Liga is better or Serie A. No. I mean the levels overall. Modern football is going into a weird direction. I don't like it personally. I don't like where it's going, but the Premier League overall, yes, it's heavily marketed. It is still a very entertaining league, but the level of football, right, I think has dropped. And we're in the midst of that. So
I watched a clip today on Twitter of Johan Cruyff when he was a player. And he was talking about the FA Cup game between Leeds and was it Sunderland, or I can't remember. All right. And Leeds lost. And one of the questions asked was, all he could hear was the Sunderland fans. Playing. He was talking about the game. He said the Leeds fans didn't hear him, he said, all game. And then he was asked, does that actually help? Because he's a footballer. This was when he was a footballer. He said, absolutely it helps. That's a problem. Because I'll be real. Not only did I not really hear the United supporters at Old Trafford, I didn't really think the Chelsea supporters were too vocal either.
No, it's true. They weren't, yeah.
And it only comes to a point where you stop getting that if you don't see anything. And I feel like Arsenal are going to be at that point now where Legate's hit his pinnacle. He's had his 2 best seasons, still not won. I think everyone's lost faith, the players included, in him. And I think that's why they're declining. With a few injuries, it shows you they're not actually that strong that everyone thought they were as strong as. Right?
No.
And aside from them, because I hope they remain in the mud, with Chelsea, we say we've got an A and B team. How many in the A team should really be in the B team, number one?
Yeah.
Number two, the B team is actually Chelsea's academy. That's the way I look at it. And we go one step further. The A team is like our academy. Because in reality, there is no seniority at Chelsea.
No.
There isn't.
No.
Casemiro screaming blue murder at Garnacho.
Yeah.
Right? Where is that in our team?
There's no one at that level. There's no one that can lead that example or have that experience. Casemiro's won what has he won in his career? Multiple Champions Leagues, constant amount of trophies with Madrid. It's not even a debate.
Yeah.
Someone like that screams at you, you listen. There's no discussion. And you know that. You have to respect it. Whether you like him or not, you respect it because his CV speaks for itself. What he's accomplished in the game speaks for itself. So, yeah, we haven't got anything near to that. Our senior player right now, in terms of age, is tossing.
And this is not negativity. People label it as negativity. No. This is outright saying it for what it really is. It's facts, right? So when everyone's saying they're screaming for Felix, and I've said play Felix and Palmer on the right, yeah. Madueke's done nothing bar his goal against Nottingham Forest and his hat-trick. And he should be playing. When Enzo Maresca says, if you perform, you play. Well, Madueke hasn't been performing consistently. He hasn't got anything else better because he wants to play Cole Palmer in the 10. All right? Because he doesn't trust Felix off the ball. And I don't think Cole Palmer off the ball is as good as everyone thinks. Now, the left-hand side, he's not playing Sancho. He won't touch Mudryk, although he comes on. All right. And he's playing Neto, who's out of position. You don't play Nkunku. You don't even bring Nkunku on. All right. And Felix and Jackson's done nothing. You're not using Wedding Hall. He's not getting a sniff. So what's the point in buying him? And these are all players that are meant to play number 10s, left wing, right wing. Neto's better on the right. Facts. Cole Palmer is, I think, better on the right. Yeah. Felix has always been better as a 10. Yeah. That means Sancho has to go on the left. That's it. And it's either Nkunku or Jackson. But he's not even doing that.
No.
Why can't you have Felix and Jackson? Felix and Palmer alternating in the game to make it difficult for the opposition. To have two craftsmen in there, all right, that give us creativity because no one else is giving us creativity. Neto's direct. Mudryk's direct. Sancho can give you something, but we've seen he's up and down. He's not consistent. And he's not had a good run in the Premier League. Yeah. And then you look at Madueke, he needs 5 opportunities to deliver and maybe you deliver one of them like he needs chances. Jackson the same. Needs 5 chances to score 1. All right. No one's clinical. You're relying on Casado to score a fucking wonderful volley to bring us back in the game. Where's all the flair and the attack with all this money we spent? Nkunku prefers to play 10. Felix prefers to play 10. Palmer prefers to play 10. Wedding Drewsbury Hall, yeah? He's 8-10 for Leicester. That's 4 players there. You got wingers. You can't even play them in their right positions. And that's the front line. We move to the midfield. Enzo's a problem. He's not going to use Casadei. I mean, what are we doing here? So you're stuck with Lavia and Casado every single game they've got to play, right? Which is why he's got to play 2 teams in Conference League. He's lucky it's Conference League. If it's Europa League, different story.
Oh, it became,
right? Yeah. So he's lucky there. We sacrificed the Carabao Cup quarter-final playing our Dross B team against the Premier League Newcastle away because what? Oh, we got bigger fish to fry? What are we fucking frying in? What? It ain't oil. You know? Must be sewage water. And then...
Crackers.
Crackers. Yeah, crackers. Yeah. Maybe Christmas come early. Then you've got the back line. The back line, you're inverting Gusto, who I clearly see cannot invert. I've seen it enough times to know he can't invert. Cucurella is the best at inverting. You're not starting Cucurella, but you played him against Newcastle. All right? You're not even touching Chilwell, who's ready and fit to play because he's been exiled because he's on a high wage. And you're playing Reece James on the fucking left, bro. And as a left centre-back in a back three, when he's clearly a right back or right centre-back.
Yep.
These are Gaffer's decisions to problem solve, bro.
I agree.
This is not right. This is wrong. And it's down to recruitment. And you can only blame recruitment. You can only blame the ownership. What am I fucking saying that's wrong? Am I saying anything wrong, Younes? Please tell me. If you think I'm just being outright negative and toxic agenda.
No. Everything you've mentioned there is quite in line with what I said about the Man United game. You've added actually some points that I didn't even mention that I do agree with completely. I've heard it from some others as well, and I've gone, yeah, absolutely, I agree. No, you're bang on the money. Bang on.
So I said I go game by game in isolation, and I have been. I've praised when we've won games and performed. But let's go to that Brighton game very quickly. It took Cole Palmer to score 4 goals. 4 goals.
Yeah.
Right? If he didn't score 4 goals, who's scoring the others? If he doesn't assist, who's assisting the others?
I agree.
Consistently. I'm talking consistently because he's been consistent. If Cole Palmer's injured, like Enzo Maresca's fucked.
At that point, we're going in blind. At that point, we're going in blind. God knows what will happen.
And we're meant to be a team of technicians. We're not a team of technicians.
We're not. We ain't got it. No.
We're a team of fucking dumpsters. You know, we're these lot are working in a skip. Yeah, because they're throwing away goals, they're throwing away points, they're throwing away mentality, they're throwing away Carabao Cup trophies. Because what? It's beneath us, is it? Is it beneath them? They ain't won anything. It's beneath Chelsea as a club, but they haven't won anything as players, so it's not beneath them. They should be doing everything in their divine right and power to try and win that. And
no, this is the thing. If you get knocked out. You get knocked out, or you put out a weaker team to protect yourself or on purpose, so you're not so bothered. Then you go to United and win 3-0, for example. There'll be fans that go, all right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't like it, but I get it. But we've not even gone and done that. There was no point to throw the game like that against Newcastle and then go to United and play the way we did. It's just not right.
Yeah, but there's a difference between relying on Eden Hazard in the Sarri season, right? Because of the players that Eden Hazard had are still fucking levels above these players we've got now.
We still had players.
People are overhyping the players we've got now because it suits their narrative that it's justifiable to gut our Champions League winning team because you'll call them shit, right? That's the main thing that people don't want to be wrong. That's what they're fighting for. They're not fighting for our club. They're fighting for their fucking points and opinions and agendas. And to cover up with the PR for these clowns for pound notes because they're getting paid for this shit. right?
Yep.
Let's get them all to do polygraphs, see what the truth they come out with. Yeah? Maybe it'll make them force them to tell the truth, the wrong uns. Because they all lied 24/7. Then they make up little tweets. Oh, it's unacceptable to lose to draw to Manchester United. We're going into Manchester United as a must-win because we should be fucking beating that team because they're dead in the water 14th. Worst Man United side I've seen in years, bro. Right?
Years.
Their team last year was better than this team this year, and they beat us away, and they were in the gutter at that point. All right? Everyone remembers that game. All right? Scott McTominay and Looney Tunes fucking playing like prime Barcelona in the midfield. Right? Xavi Iniesta, that. We're now going into the Arsenal game, it's a must-win game against Arsenal. And Arsenal are a better team than Chelsea.
At the Bridge.
Yeah.
And it's the best time to play Arsenal. Like, there's no excuse at this point. Yeah.
So what if we lose to Arsenal? Then what?
Oh, no, at that point, it's tough conversations.
Even a draw's a joke.
Yeah.
Because we're above Arsenal. We're sitting above Arsenal on goal difference.
Yeah.
Listen, Nottingham Forest are fucking third. They're not going to stay third. It's 10 games this season. It's premature minerals, yeah?
They'll drop off. Yep.
They'll drop off. My point is, when that realisation comes, Eunice, mid-season, January, whenever it is, yeah? And the realisation comes where we are in the table, when we're only 3 points above ninth right now, yeah? Then, only then, people are going to go, we haven't got much to fight for now. It's fucking done.
Yeah.
Then there's no PR that can salvage anything.
This is why these sort of games are must. This is why some people might go, oh, no, we can't beat them. Like, it's Arsenal or United. That's a tough game. But it's a must because this is the situation. We don't get results against the big six anymore. We just don't. And that's not acceptable. You want top four. You can't get top four minimum and not pick up a win or two against one of the big six. Like, you can't. If you're not beating those teams, at least one or two of them, right? Well, you think you're going to go unbeaten against everyone else? No, it's not happening. You need to get results. This is what we used to be so strong at. Even when we couldn't reach what we were aiming for, but look at our record against what used to be the top four back in the day. We hardly lost. We'd always win at home and we'd always draw away.
And we weren't in the title race. And we didn't always have to be in a title race at that point.
No. And when we were in a title race, I mean, it was a given. Like, you just knew. Like, we'd show up and, you're not beating us. You're not beating us. But we pick up all the other results. Right now, we're not picking up results against these teams. And there are going to be the odd games in the season where there's a shock freak result. That's going to happen to everyone. So you got to prepare. You can't do all of that and then expect to get top four. It's not how it works.
No.
So this is why this game against Arsenal, for example, and it's the best time to play them, they're in the mud too. Yeah. And they have to win just like we have to win. Like, Man United have had their own problems. Arsenal are in a situation where they should be fighting for the title, but they could actually end up 8th or 9th after Sunday if they lose. And Edu's going. It's a weird situation at Arsenal that they have to win on Sunday, but we have to win on Sunday. So this is going to be a real test of pressure, especially after our Man United result. This is going to be and their Newcastle result. Let's not forget. This is going to be a real, and they're playing Champions League tonight as well. They got Inter Milan. We'll see what's going to happen there. But this is going to be a real back and forth between two, and we got to be there. And this is where I'm scared. That mentally, I'm not so sure. I think we got to hope that Arsenal are actually beyond crap on the day, and then we might be able to push something through.
You know, Eunice, when I watch Chelsea and we've been in, say, a title race, or we and we've had a few shocker results.
Yeah,
you very quickly bounce back, and sometimes it takes the big games for you to bounce back. Yeah. I'm worried that playing Arsenal, knowing that they've lost, drawn, and lost. If I'm right, I think that was that's their last 3 results. Yeah. It could be dangerous for us. And if Cole Palmer's injured, then, I mean,
If Cole Palmer's injured, there's a problem.
The thing is, none of these players know what it means to play London derbies for Chelsea. They just don't. They don't really know, bruv. Apart from Reece James, obviously, and whatever. But like, no one knows the magnitude of the game and the significance of the game. It is a massive game. I will not accept losing at Arsenal again. I can't fucking do it.
Nah, I'm not either.
I can't do it. I can't do it. Even a draw's a piss take for me right now. If we can't beat these teams that are below par in the gutter, all right, what does that tell you about our level?
Exactly.
That's what I'm trying to say is we're not where everyone thinks we are. And they're blindsided with this whole progression. It's like, it's as simple as that. The eye test. My eyes don't fail me. I know what I'm watching. I know what the capabilities of these players are. And I don't see us getting top 4. And I stand by it. Like, I just don't see it. Nottingham Forest beat Liverpool at Anfield, for crying out loud. What's going on there? And we can't.
Yeah. And this game on Sunday, for example, is the motivation is there. Because not just for us. We have a chance to send Arsenal into the ground. Like, no one thought that would happen. No one. We actually have a chance to do it on Sunday. If we beat them, their title race is over. Officially, it's done. They end up out of any European spot. They could actually end up 8th or 9th, and it would kick off. It would kick off because they've been through this for 5 years, right? And if they were to plummet this fast and this soon, and it's courtesy of us, mate. As a Chelsea player, that's enough for me. Like, if that's on the table, I am grabbing it with both hands. Yeah. As a Chelsea player to play Arsenal, if that's the motivation, bring on the game. I'm ready to play now. Do you know what I mean? Like, that should be a bare minimum. But as you said, do they understand the magnitude of that, the repercussions, what it means? And it's at the Bridge. And we had the poor result against United. If we had won that, we would have a bit of breathing space, but we don't. Now we got to win. Well, we ain't got a choice. So they have to go out and get it. But I'm not so sure we will. I'm not so sure we will either. I genuinely don't know what way this game's going to go.
I think they got more motivation for Slosh Pot Wet and OnlyFans than they have for beating Arsenal at home at this moment in time, or beating United for that matter. Game by game in isolation, like I say, I can't.
Yeah.
Like, apart from Cole Palmer and Caicedo, I don't really look to these players and go, "You're incredible. You're fucking worth the money." And just on the last note, Sancho surplus to requirements from Man United. Felix surplus to requirements from Atletico Madrid. Yeah. You know, they're opportunist signings. They're not structural rebuilding kind of signings, are they? They're not like, we've always wanted these players and these are our guys. Got them on a low wage, got them out, get out of jail cards. So they took what they were offered.
It's like what I said earlier. You know, Felix ain't playing. Why did we buy him then? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I'll take him. I'm cool with having him, but we're not playing him.
Yeah, we're not playing him.
You know what I mean? Sancho, he was actually playing well. He's been ill. Well, we'll see what happens on Sunday if he's back in the squad or not. If he's not, there's a problem. But if he is, then great. But it just goes to show that, sometimes this looks like we're pissing in the wind. So, panic sign.
They're not pissing in the wind. These clowns are pissing in the dark, bruv. Yeah?
Yeah.
Pissing in the dark. It's pitch black out there.
Yeah.
It's dark times, yeah? The Chelsea scouts are looking at kids. They're looking at Jude Bellingham's brother. But they're not going to listen to Enzo Maresca, who says we lack leadership. They're not backing him. They're not going to back him. It's a fugazi. It's a myth. And at this point, Meatloaf Bowley doesn't like this.
No.
He wants to buy some established players.
I agree.
You know,
and he always wanted to from the start. You could see. Do you remember the Ronaldo links?
Yeah. But listen, I ain't backing Meatloaf Bowley. I'd do anything for pound notes.
No, of course.
Tuchel told him, 8 times, I don't want Ronaldo ruin my dressing room, and he ended up ruining Ten Hag's dressing room. Who's been sacked now. But Ronaldo sacrificed himself, for the good of Manchester United.
For the greater good.
To exploit and expose the Glazers, the snakes that they are. Yeah. Where's our legends doing that? I'm asking. Where are our legends putting their neck on the line to fucking call out this circus? No one. They don't give a fuck. And if you do give a fuck and you do call it out, expect shadow bans, except fucking absolute takedown. Yeah? You won't do that. It's exactly as we drew it up, guys. It's exactly as we drew it up. Everyone believe in it. We believe in the project. We love the project. We love this new Chelsea. This is the new Chelsea. Everyone lap it up, drink it in, enjoy it, because these lot are trying to make us the new Arsenal Banter FC, and in a matter of games, Arsenal are back to being Banter FC. They already are Banter FC. That is their trophy, Yep,
it's true. It's true.
You know what I'm saying? Lego's gone, bruv. I think he's gone.
100.
I called Bald Hag would be the first to be sacked, and I'm not wrong.
Listen, it's clear, and I'm not shocked that Edu's decided to jump now. There could be a thing right now at Arsenal where maybe there's a realization this is as far as he can go.
Correct.
Do you know what I mean? This is why I said, for it to come crashing down this soon, this early, and they're meant to be in a title race. They're not gonna let that go. They're not gonna let that go, man. And we have a chance to put the nail in the coffin, mate. Bring on Sunday.
We had a chance to put Man United further in.
We did, yeah. We left the coffin open,
and we left it open for them to resurrect, bruv. Yeah, it's like Angelina Jolie woke up from a lovely night's kip, and now she's ready to fucking stick her fangs in because they got a Morim now who's going to maybe do Pep Guardiola, and Pep Guardiola's saying, welcome, Ruben. We will be here for the Premier League face-off,
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Come
on, Donald Trump, land your damn minerals, General, because otherwise we're fucked,
legit.
We're finished.
And don't get me wrong, I think there are things with Trump that are definitely not perfect. No one's perfect, but my goodness, the other side is just evil. Do you know what I mean? Literally, the Western world depends on this election tonight. It actually does. So we'll see what happens tomorrow morning and what we're waking up to.
Listen, they'll try and rig it again like they did the last one.
That's what I'm scared of.
They were burning. Apparently, they were setting a light where you post your vote in. They were setting them a light, burning them, bruv.
There's been accusations of quite a few dodgy things going on.
All I'd say to people is, look at the wrong-uns that are promoting Kamala. Come on, fuck off, chameleon. Look at the ones that are promoting that. Let's bring up J-Lo. I can say whatever I want and give a shit. J-Lo. Who's she been linked with, guys? Bit of baby oil. What are we doing here? Yeah. Ben Affleck cut her off. Quick time. Shut that door in there, bruv. Slammed it fucking shut.
Yep.
Hasta la vista, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So, Trump is our only way out, bruv. And they're going to eliminate Twitter. All the Twitter virgins will be crying if Twitter goes, bruv. What are we doing here? They haven't got a life without Twitter. I couldn't give a toss personally, but it is what it is.
True.
Listen, it's broke out that Cole Palmer hasn't been seen in training.
Oh, no.
So it's not just it won't be just a knock, because normally when it's a knock, you might do a little bit of training, light training, whatever. He's not been seen in training.
What? Yeah, Cole Palmer not seen in training. Other non-conference league chosen players are training. So he should be training, but he's not training.
Right.
Yeah.
That's not good.
I think he's not playing, I'll be honest.
What, Arsenal?
Yeah, I think he'll be out.
So
if he's not, then great. But I've got a feeling now. If he's not training, I've got a bad feeling. Considering, look, today's Tuesday. Yeah, there's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's doable, but it's tight.
Listen, when you get a swollen knee or swollen ankle,
knee. Yeah,
it's knee though, man. Knee. I hope it's not knee ligaments and shit like that, bruv. I mean, he was limping bad at the end of the game. Bad.
He was, yeah, he was. He was iced. Yeah,
it's going to be a worry. It's going to be a worry.
No, I'll be honest. If Cole Palmer's not playing, I'm not predicting a win.
And do you know what worries me, bruv? He's limp side curse. Yeah. What would what's he going to play then? He's going to because everything's around Cole Palmer.
It's got to be Felix. There's no other option.
But Felix doesn't even play, bruv. He's playing conference that level at the moment. He's not even playing Premier League games or getting any minutes.
But it's the same point about creativity. We've got none except Cole Palmer. If he's not playing, we've only got João Felix.
Does he put Sancho in the 10 and then play Neto on the left and Mudryk on the right? I don't know. I haven't seen Sancho enough as an actual middle 10.
I wouldn't personally.
No, I wouldn't. Another thing I want to bring up actually on this point. Have you noticed? Yeah, when teams come at us, we're more likely to score. We've got counter-attacking flair. Like when we're counter-attacking, that's when we're most dangerous. Not in possession and tiki-taka. But when teams sit back and they're more resilient, it's like, all right, come and break us down. That's where we fluff our lines, and we haven't got the minerals to break them down. And without Cole Palmer, I don't think we got that anyway. Well, how's Arsenal playing right now? They're playing like they think they're Jose Mourinho conceding 15 goals in one season era. They're not. They're more like Sean Dyche's Burnley.
No, so who was it? Troops. Yeah, I watched his review, and he was talking about how Arsenal, Arteta they're being compared with Jose. You know, they're trying to play Mourinho football and all that. He was like, "We're not playing Mourinho football. We're playing Tony Pulis football. This is pure out Stoke City sort of football." And the comparisons of Jose have been ludicrous, man. It's just been again. I don't know if it's PR or if it's whatnot, but it's honestly it's trying to gloss over something crap to make it look like it's golden, and it's an insult to Jose to even bring him into this conversation. This guy's fighting an entire flipping system in Turkey at the moment. He's got other things to worry about, but with the way that Jose used to do it, listen, we used to play boring football because we had something to protect, and we would get it over the line, and we were successful, and we'd win trophies that way. And no one could do a thing about it, and they'd have to deal with it. With Arsenal, they just can't do it. You're not that team. You are not those guys. You're not how we were. You're not us. So, yeah, let them.
That's a worry. Lego spent 700 million and started playing all this flair position, inverted fullback football to then go a little bit more stable mid phases. Yeah. And now he's gone all the way to just like outright defending, playing dark arts, which ain't the dark arts, bro. Yeah,
it's not. No, it's scared. He's scared.
Yeah.
There's a difference. There's a difference getting something from the game and protecting it because you know you can, and being fearful of what could happen. Two different things. And that's the difference here between what Chelsea were and what Arsenal are trying to do now. They're not replicating what we did. It's a completely different thing.
Because he doesn't trust the centre-backs. He's lost both his centre-backs. He doesn't trust anyone in Odegaard's position. He's lost his key player. Saka's been in and out. They ain't got a replacement for Saka. And now they're falling short. Because if you got the intent to win and really dominate, you'd have two top-class players in every position to back you up as a squad game like Man City. Arsenal haven't done that. They stuck with their main 11 and hoping they don't get any injuries whatsoever and they can just go on a title win. Football don't work like that because that's inexperience and naivety from Lego head. Make it long continue. But this is my point. Why are we looking at Arsenal? These owners are looking at Arsenal as the benchmark. Well, fuck me, we're finished. We're finished. That's their benchmark. Look at Lego head. Look how long he's been given. Yeah? Look how long he's been given. And he ain't won nothing. So that's their mentality from our ownership. The mentality of Arsenal's not Chelsea mentality. So why are we trying to replicate a smaller club in London than us? Is the question that everyone needs to ask.
Project.
Yeah, the famous
Progress.
buzzword. Progress. It's not progress. It's not process. It's not project. It's Fugazi. It's a Fugazi. Yeah.
Exactly.
Up the fucking Chelsea, yeah, and we will hold the standards where they should be. And pressure makes diamonds, as once wise Minerals FC Ultra said. You understand me? Big up the Carefree Minerals. He's a Minerals FC Ultra for 7 months. Make sure you go and follow it. I think you are following me on Rumble. Make sure you get on Rumble, monkeys. He says, big up Johnny and Eunice. There's a problem on YouTube. You're timing everyone out. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Smash the likes and subscribe. Let's have it right. Big up Rebel Rising, member for 10 months. He says, remember when Jose said, he sees the Spursy is playing and Chelsea, he has no idea what they are doing. Eunice is like your new background. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Listen, he's not wrong, Eunice, about Mourinho. Because Mourinho said, do you remember? He said Spurs know what they're doing. And he says, oh, anyone trying to get Europa League space, and that's ambition, he said. He was mocking Chelsea in Chelsea's current state.
Yeah, he said, like, at Spurs, you know what they're trying to go for. It's not high, but you know what they're doing.
What their level is. Yeah.
He's like, with Chelsea, I don't know. Like, I genuinely don't know what's going on. I remember that,
yeah. Go. Spoke it out. I said no Legends has spoken out. He has truly spoken out there.
100%, man.
Frank spoke out and he says, oh, recently, it will suit Alex Goldfish. He's loving this one. He'll probably get everyone to aggregate it. But, Frank LeBeuf saying, oh, look, we're above Arsenal. It's not that bad. We can be happy for once. And it's bizarre. But I think he's taking the game in isolation and he generally loves the club. And he calls out the bullshit. But everything he said's still right.
Of course.
Everything I've said for the last 2.5 years or whatever, 2 years rolling, right? It's not that I'm wrong. It's happened. And I've said it. It's facts.
Yeah.
It's set in stone. It's done. So now I'm waiting for everyone's, minerals to overflow on me. I'm waiting for it. It is what it is. Pause.
100.
Diddy, all that. Yeah, jog on. What are you saying?
No, it's true. And we'll see what happens going game by game, obviously, and how it's going to turn out. That will speak volumes down the line, so we'll see.
Big up a curse. Johnny's the oracle in this brown envelope matrix. Let's have it right. Come on. We land it, bruv. Listen, big up to everyone. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, follow Eunice as well. Eunice, what have you got coming up?
Tomorrow will be preview for Noah. Such a weird game. And review after that. Then we look to the Arsenal game on the weekend. So that's basically what's planned.
Yeah.
Is it really? Yeah.
I'd rather read about Noah's Ark than watch Chelsea Noah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about real heritage and actual meaningful something that means something. But yeah, big up to everyone. I will be doing an upload. I want you all to follow me on Rumble. This is getting silly now.
It's
getting ridiculous, bruv. Yeah. And respect to everyone in the chat. Apologies for everyone that has been done over in the chat. My chat is golden, but I need all my chat to move to Rumble. I've had enough. So big up to everyone. They always say, Mr. Minerals, why? Why do you persist? Why? I think anyone else would have given up by now, and I'm not. So we move. It's called having the minerals. Listen, respect to everyone. Let's give it some of that. Yeah. We fight, we move. And listen, put all your comments down below. Love to everyone. We'll leave us with our, cheeky one here.
Greetings from Centre Parks, by the way. That's the background. I hope you're all well. This is just ridiculous, though, isn't it?
In fact, no. Do you know what? I'll leave you with this one. This one's Eunice will love this one. We'll end it with this one because this one is golden.
Some people will be like, Benson, shut up. You're an armchair fan. You live the other side of the world and you brown envelopes from the club. First things first. No, I'm not. This is all just flipping rubbish that people come out with because they've got no legitimate argument to come at and say, like, they disagree with an opinion or whatever. It's just cheap. It's pathetic. Either way, I can come out and say this because I've been paid by Chelsea Football Club at times to work on certain projects. And I can tell you now, there is certain things that you just can't say about Chelsea, specifically painting the club in any kind of negative light. With the intentions of painting Chelsea Football Club in the best light possible, even if we're losing on the pitch and even if the owners don't know what they're doing and they're alienating the fan base. That's the truth here.
Minerals FC mudded me. I couldn't give a shit about that guy. Just decides to call people out for no reason.
Man, is it? It's not looking too healthy.
I've got to send him a message.
You know what I'm saying, bruv? Let's have it right.
I tell you they can't.
But that is the thing.
Suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me. You see, it ain't no name I won't name. Exactly. It's up.
Not you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's how we move, bruv. I don't give a fuck at this point. I don't give a shit about anything or anyone. You know what I'm saying? Respect to everyone. They'll probably say this, that I'm this, I'm not.
A good shaking of salt.
We're not salty. We just say it as it is. You know what I'm saying?
Big up Ainsley Harriet. Ready, steady, cook up in it. Bloody hell.
We're cooking, bruv. We cook on the Minerals FC. We cook all the time. And this is the classic, actually. Let me play this one. I don't think you've seen this one, Eunice. We'll play you this one.
I'm calling you out as well, mate. All of you, I'm calling you out one by one.
So Stephen Howson's on the payroll. I didn't know. I've never seen Stephen Howson accused of being on the payroll.
I'm an independent channel.
So are we, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, grinding, man. Grinding, bro. Same as you. Yeah. Matching the same as you, bro. You're everywhere. We're everywhere. Everyone's working. Everyone's enjoying. You know what I mean? Well, not enjoying Man United, but in terms of the opportunities.
How can you eat that? Oh. If you knew they were off, why didn't you say?
No, I didn't. I didn't know they were off.
They're fucking minging. Do you not taste that?
I do now, yeah. It took a while to know.
It took a while.
You saw pies and mash. Is what it is. But listen, exactly as we drew it up, guys. It's exactly as we drew it up. Trust the process. Toxic positivity. We love it. You know what I'm saying? No, Eunice ain't on the spot, bruv. Eunice is his guy. He does his thing, man. You know what I'm saying? No, you're not on the spot, bruv. Yeah. He's in the fucking. He's like Michael Jackson, bruv, doing moonwalk on the stage, bruv. The spotlight. You know what I mean? It lands it glistening up with minerals. You know what I'm saying? He's OG,
the one
bruv.
glove and all sorts.
Yeah, one
man.
glove.
No.
Yeah, one glove.
No, honestly, no. Look, it's absolutely fine, and obviously, I'm cool with you. I'm cool with George as well. Like, we speak from time to time. What he put out there was right in terms of the club and what they are actually like. That's true. And this is why, like, I think it should be, everyone should just be honest about that. Do you know what I mean? Everyone knows you can't paint the club in a bad light. And if you do, you're a target at that point. That's just common knowledge. Do you know what I mean? But it shouldn't stop you from saying what is genuinely going on, you know, or speaking exactly what the situation is. Because that's the only thing that will last. At the end of the day, truth is truth. Whether people like it or not.
Yeah. But these platforms, what they do now is they're moving like Clown Lake. They're putting that glove on like OJ Simpson. Oh, it don't fit, does it? You know what I'm saying? So this is where we are. But listen, I'll say this, Younes, yeah? I'll say this, yeah? Anyone want to land it, you come on my Rumble. I'll give every other opportunity a platform. You want to, you know what I'm saying? Come on my Rumble. That's how I'm going to do it now. Yeah?
Fair. Yeah, because there's no holds barred on Rumble, is it?
There's no bars held on Rumble, bruv. Yeah? There's no jail cell like YouTube. Yeah. I listen. I'm done. Like, I'll have anyone on the mic. Anyone. No problem. So yeah, nice little message there. But listen, big up to everyone. We got a bit sidetracked there. You know what I'm saying? But we guarantee it, we certify it, and we will land the minerals. Yeah. But respect to everyone. We're going to shoot off now. We've been way too long. But free speech is on the way. So big up to everyone. We'll leave it with our Don Roman. Up the Chelsea, up Mills FC. Let's go.
Roman Abramovich, Roman Abramovich, Roman Abramovich, Roman Abramovich, Roman Abramovich, Roman Abramovich, Roman Abramovich.